Hello and welcome back to my China travel series. Today we're going to be visiting the Wanfo Temple and the uncanny Jilongbao Castle in the middle of Wanfenglin Lake, which are both located just outside the Wanfenglin Scenic area. So once again, I started my day just before dawn, mostly to witness the beautiful sunrise from the picture windows of my hotel. And this one in particular certainly did not disappoint as the clouds kept changing over the course of the sunrise. So despite the somewhat chilly weather, I decided to jump in my e-buggy and head over to the Wanfo Temple. This Chinese-style temple is located in a very dramatic setting, as some of the shrines and temples have been built directly inside the naturally occurring limestone caves, in the middle of the sharply rising karst peaks. This is the Wanfo Temple in Wanfenglin. Check this place out today. I love these trees. It's like my favorite type of pine tree. Fun to touch. Let's see what's in here. The first temple room I entered had a lovely reclining Buddha, which was surrounded by thousands of smaller Buddhas lining the walls. The cave temple. The second temple complex was much more dramatic, and you had to ascend a series of stairs to get up to the top. Inside the main cave chamber, there were 3 golden Buddhas, which appeared to be staring out at the serene landscape. Buddha inside a cave. A lot of Buddhas in caves in Asia. From this vantage point, it was easy to see the small shrine that was located in one of the sharp karst peaks directly across from the cave. And it was interesting to watch the local people light their fragrant incense sticks and offer their prayers to the Buddha. My last stop at the Wanfo Temple was to visit the Guanyin Pagoda, which was a brightly red and gold colored multi-tiered structure. However, the serene nature of the pagoda was somewhat ruined by these loud honking temple geese. However, despite the unexpected noise of the family of geese, it was still a really peaceful way to spend the morning admiring the different buildings in the temple and the natural beauty of the surrounding limestone landscape. My next stop on the tour was the weirdly out-of-place medieval castle built in the middle of Wanfenglin Lake. Hey, today we are outside the Wanfenglin Scenic area to check out this oddity in the middle of China, a Jilongbao Castle. It's definitely a weird visual oddity to have here. We're gonna go check it out. This anachronistic oddity was apparently built by a local billionaire who made his fortune by creating hydroelectric power for this part of the country. And supposedly his inspiration for building the castle was the same castle that inspired the Cinderella stories. And the dramatic setting definitely invokes a fairy tale-like feeling, with a little touch of Disney thrown in. We have the magnificent Jilongbao Castle in the middle of Wanfenglin Scenic area. It's quite beautiful here. Usually this is a pretty touristy area, but since it's mid-November, there's like nobody here. So I got the whole castle to myself. Here's the inside of the foyer in the castle. Not quite as epic as I would anticipate, more kind of like cheesy
fantasy look. I mean, if you got a castle, you can build whatever you want. Looks like a more fun way to go explore the castle, so let's check it out. It's my first time exploring a castle. Imagine it would be in China. And of course, since it's China, they have super cheesy music piped in everywhere. So enjoy your cheesy pop music. At least it's in English. Look at that view though. Wow. So cool. Inside the Jilongbao Castle. Pretty much great views from anywhere here. I like how they use the natural limestone rocks as part of the landscaping. This place definitely feels like a little bit Disneyland, but it's still pretty cool. Also, of course, what medieval castle would be complete without a zip line? Woohoo! I don't know. I don't think it's working anymore, but it's pretty hilarious. And zip line all the way across the lake from the castle. Good way to escape in case like the villagers get angry. Also, what medieval castle would be complete without that glass walkway? Whoa. So crazy. Not really, but this place is definitely super tourist trap, but it's still pretty cool. I'm in China, and there's a freaking medieval castle. It's crazy. Feels like the whole place is deserted, so I think it's a haunted castle. Anyway, the views are pretty amazing though. That definitely shows a cool place to build his medieval fantasy castle. Totally worth the $5 I paid. You have to love the views though.
And of course, I couldn't resist the temptation to take some super cheesy selfies in front of this rather weird but cool castle.
This place is a trip, kind of Disney style. In the middle of this beautiful lake. Kind of cool, kind of cheesy. The setting is definitely amazing. So at least this rich guy chose the right place for his castle.
Definitely the most fun part about visiting the Jilongbao Castle was taking some epic drone shots, which don't even seem real, with all these wild contrasting colors and the picture-perfect location on a rocky island in the middle of a fairy tale lake. And although there really wasn't much else to do there, this was definitely one of the most unexpected surprises on my tour of China. I hope you have enjoyed my fun little day trip from the serene and sacred Wanfo Temple to the comically profane Jilongbao Castle here in Wanfenglin Scenic area.